It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grish. Sugar Ray. Here. These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got a... And we're underway in round one. Can't land that jab. Which fighter will say no mas? That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice hook. And finally, Jacobs crumbles to the canvas. Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
That's all right. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of a jab. That's beautiful, that's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Bed him in his tracks. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. Let him get back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back.
He's absolutely shattered. He's ready to go.
Here we go for round two. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop all night long. Rush them.
Nice exchange here from both men. Good counter punch. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. That was the moment.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
He's been in the bag and now you've let him back into it. Come on, let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch up.
Working nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss him.
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this.
Great round. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Just be smart. Just get your shots off. And don't give up.
Just say him again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what...
And there's the bell for round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full battle because I know he's gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Perfect counter lands. So time to go celebrate after a knock. Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It is Carl the Cobra Froch, 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. It's the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, 6 foot tall, 160 pounds with a reach of 74 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the win.
Carl the Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight champions of all time, fighting out of Nottingham, United Kingdom. Here comes the Miracle Man himself, Daniel Jacobs, fighting out of New York, New York. He is one of the most talented fighters in this division. Let's see what he's got for us in this one.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed 2-time middleweight champion of the world, known as the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. And there's the bell to start round 1. That left hand got him. Nice counter shot. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Missing with the hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at the corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Looking to land the hook. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Keep doing what you're doing. The depth's up here, and he'll start tying it.
Bad round, but we don't care. Go up there and win the next one. Yeah? Good. Get your mind back on the job. It was a god-awful round, I'm telling you. Now, come on. You're way better than that guy.
Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That hook was off target. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, it's coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Every time he throws very close. Hold it right there. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Look at that chap slip.
And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Caution is being thrown to the wind. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You don't want to trade shots. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Misses with the straight left. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Needs to put some combination. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good man.
Right, let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, he's
Set him up, but he'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's
stepping about, right? Good. Come on, we're switching up. You got complacent. This fight's not over yet. You got to go back out there and win this round. Get it?
the right hand's beautiful. I said, start just stick a few body shots.
Back out there and you will win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus.
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there from one shot at a time.
Don't get ready. Go
back out there and win this round, all right? He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Well, 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stiff.
Let's do it.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be honest. You've got to be confident.
A perfect counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. So much firepower here. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes it bad.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about thoughts in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
want you to protect yourself at all. Back.
This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and it spills over tonight at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, 183 centimeters. Here, Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed 2-time middleweight champion of the world known as the Miracle Man.
All the talking has been done. It's time to... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Fantastic punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Can Daniel Jacobs get his revenge against Canelo here? He felt the judges didn't give him credit in their first fight.
Daniel Jacobs is mad because he doesn't think lightning strikes twice in the same place. He needs to change that thing. Yes, it does. He needs to make sure everybody sees it, the judges see it, the referees see it, the decision goes his way. He's not happy.
Nice counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight, and both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
A swing and a miss with that jab. Swing and a miss with that jab. I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Missing with that right hook. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Here we go for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
You walk in. You cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single...
Oh, I gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this down. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Lucky that hook didn't score. With the straight left. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Despite what what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won. And there's the bell for round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last. On to the 4th we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The courage on display here is incredible. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be hard.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Is he he going to punch himself out here? When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
When are we going to see a jab? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. After what we saw in that last... There's the bell for round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. That jab doesn't find a home. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but here comes round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot. And
clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel. Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Here comes the Miracle Man himself, Daniel Jacobs. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
This is going to be an intense stare.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, 6 foot tall with a reach of 74 inches. And the man he'll be facing, it's Roy Jones Jr. He tipped the scales at 72 kilos, 180 centimeters tall, with a reach of 188.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs. He bounced back from cancer as a 2-time middleweight world champion. Roy Jones Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed 2-time middleweight champion of the world known as the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. One punch could change everything in this battle. He caught him there with a left hook. Catch and shoot. The jab doesn't quite connect. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They exchanged punches. They threw the hook. It didn't land. He threw a punch and just got countered. It's all offense all the time. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
This Most fighters completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think, right, concentrate.
Nobody home with that hook. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How about that time counter shot? This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
So much firepower here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the opponent's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. The courage on display here is incredible. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He misses with that straight left. That jab doesn't find a home. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. So far, the offense, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. On to the fourth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. Tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Sometimes when you get nervous, something that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You just got to be smart with them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Jacobs in real trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Trying to land that jab. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Much skill being displayed here between these two middleweights. Like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
And he fails to score with that left hook. He couldn't run a grip like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they can stop the first, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Caution being thrown to the wind. Stamina is off the... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have. There's the bell to start round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
You hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. Where you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. How did they not go down?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Looking to land the hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice defense on that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As you know, in boxing, the judging can go...